Today, I would like to present my project to dare mighty things for Cache Valley and the local community through the power of music, art, and small business. When I first started this project, I realized I wanted to merge my passion for music with my passion for entrepreneurship and small business. I decided to work on a platform that would enable different local parties to communicate in an efficient way. The different parties I wanted involved in the valley were local businesses, of course, and local musicians. But the main issue I had to overcome was the extremely divided factions of the local music scene. Because of the university, local music tended to stick in their own tribes, one being the older residential scene, and the other being a more youthful college scene, um, where we had two different audiences and two kind of separate genres and visions. For a college town, Cache Valley Main Street was relatively dead, and I saw a lot of potential for businesses to bring much needed life to the area. In the past 5 years, there has been a local effort along Center Street for more cafes, eateries, and local places. But these types of local initiatives, they complement and encourage entertainment really well. Um, but the biggest issue I saw there was a way for local businesses to communicate clearly with local musicians and vice versa. I wasn't seeing a lot of local musicians communicating with these local businesses. Um, so once I could create a community platform that completed that goal, then the next step was to really tackling the monopolized events that Logan does have. Um, I'm not saying that events that Logan supports right now are bad. I'm just saying that as far as the talent goes and the hiring process, I realized a lot of the performers that were hired were not local at all, and that event coordinators tended to rehire the same groups each year, which didn't sit well with me as I saw that as contradicting the whole marketing plan of being local events. And so the next step really was to using my platform to create events that the whole community and all the local musicians could enjoy. So the process took a little while. It had some roadblocks. The biggest thing for me was creating a Facebook page. I've never done one before. And so I used one of my own band members, Anna Walt, to help me, and she became my mentor, especially for the development of a Facebook page and creating a Facebook group within the page. Um, so here are just a couple of the pictures of our homepage and the group page. Um, because it took me a while, this is still in the new stages and the new process, but it's something I hope to continue even after uh, this project is graded and done as far as the academic sense goes. Like I mentioned, big roadblock was just the technology and trying to overcome my my weaknesses. I learned a lot just about how to deal with social media, and it was a good experience. I think it's something that I'll use down the road. The other roadblock was just contacting the different parties that I thought would benefit from this project. Parties like the USUSA, student involvement. I reached out to the Cash Bar and the Y Sound venue, trying to merge different groups. A lot of these local businesses, they're busy with other things, which I understand, and hopefully I hear back from them in the next, at least hopefully the next couple months. The other big thing was as far as COVID goes, I actually contracted COVID, and so that took me out for 2 weeks, which backlogged all of my processes and my goals. Um, but like I said, this is a foundation. I'm setting up something that hopefully becomes long term and impactful in the community. Um, just this last week, because my original idea was backlogged and I reached some roadblocks that were just kind of tricky. I came up with some more goals, and so going forward, what I'd like to do is, as kind of an end goal is create a massive community event similar to that of Summerfest or the Cache County Fair, but making it available to local musicians, local artists, and vendors, and making it a completely nonprofit event where we support the veterans and all the proceeds go to some type of veterans organization. I was in contact with a friend of mine who's in contact with the Armory and was referred to the CVVA Association, which is a really neat organization in the Valley. I highly suggest looking at this organization, being involved, and if you're interested in helping me with this nonprofit event, please reach out. Or if you know anyone that may need help, Cache Valley Veterans Association is a great organization to reach out to local veterans. So in the future, I'm hoping to reach out to them and coordinate with the Cache Valley Veterans Association and the Army in maybe creating a fundraising event, providing just some good local entertainment and fun, and doing it for a good cause. The other local organization that I was referred to was the Black Rifle Coffee Company, based out of Salt Lake. And they have a relatively decent sized presence in the valley and would also be a potential partner in my fundraising event, which again is a veteran owned company. They sell great coffee and support our veterans and our troops there. So something I'm passionate about. That's definitely something looking towards the future, but it gives me hope, and it was a good rebound from my 2 weeks of COVID-19, and so even though I didn't achieve a lot of the goals that I wanted to, my Facebook page is not as developed as I was hoping it to be. I still feel like I made some new connections. I feel like I set a good foundation, and a lot of the things that didn't happen were out of my control anyways. I'm hoping that the university gets back to me. I hope local businesses get back to me. I was able to reach out to a lot of local musicians who are on board, thanks to Anna. So if we can really combine the university and get them involved in some capacity, and local vendors and businesses involved in some capacity, and the local military veterans associations to get involved in some capacity, I'd love to really see if we could do this fundraising event towards the end of the summer this year, and if not, next year, and ideally make it an annual event, and hopefully open doors for smaller festivals throughout the year that involve, college bands, open mic nights, community events, free breakfast events, things that just help raise our community in general, and bring the college life downtown and make local residents feel welcome and at home with the college students. So I'll end this now with just a video of a local group, the Cache Valley Bluegrass and Celtic Organization, which was really extremely helpful in my processes. And if anyone is interested in being involved in the fundraiser or involved in this community outreach in any way, or if you may have resources to reach out to for me, please contact me. Thank you.